Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and today is going to be a Battlefield, not really how to, but this one's for you, Piano, because you use guns that don't need any recoil, and I'm going to teach you guys how to control recoil, and depending on your preference, which way you can do it. So let's say you have a FAMAS. The FAMAS is one of the highest fire rate guns in the game. It definitely is the highest fire rate of the assault rifles. I'm not sure of that, but that's what I assume because it is insanely fast. So as you guys can see here in the clip, I do shoot in around 2 to 3 bullets a burst. Now it's in fully auto because you don't need to put it in burst when you're burst firing it. You just need to tap the trigger to the point where it's not really gonna kick, but when it'll have enough time to drop back down to center speed, not center speed, to the center of the screen before you tap the trigger again. That's what controlling recoil is. It's not holding down the trigger and trying to counteract that with your aiming stick. That's not what Battlefield's about. That might be what Call of Duty's about because the recoil mechanics are different. But in this game, that's pretty much what you need to do to control a recoil of a high gun, of a high recoil gun. Now, if you're using a gun with medium to low recoil, controlling recoil is still a factor in killing someone at long range. You can't just hold down the trigger of, let's say, an AK-12 because that has very low recoil, or the SAR-21, because those guns have probably the least amount of recoil in the entire game. Now, those guns are guns that you could hold down the trigger to some guy up close and you could still kill him and hit every shot if you're pretty accurate. But at a long range, they still kick way too much, even though they have, like, amazing stability and the recoil is really low. Tapping the trigger is a must when it comes to LMGs as well, because if you guys happen to notice, if you hold down the trigger of an LMG for more than, let's say, 20 bullets, the bullets will not go straight anymore. Your sights will be wobbling everywhere, and the bullets will just not go exactly where you're aiming. It seems kind of stupid, but that's when you gotta re-tap the trigger, and the bullets will center back in. Now, in the gameplay here, I use the Ace. It's not the highest recoil in the game, but it's not the lowest. It's got about medium recoil because it does kick sometimes. I find that it has very good recoil, and it doesn't have a high kick. Like, I like it because it's high damage output. It's like a Scar H with more bullets, a little bit less damage, but yeah, it does the job at long range too. Like, you could just burst fire it with one bullet each burst or something like that, because this is a really good gun, and I recommend this gun, the FAMAS. Some guys don't like the FAMAS because of the high fire rate, but it just destroys and melts people instantly as soon as you shoot. It's just so good. So guys, what I recommend putting on your gun for the recoil of the angles, I don't recommend Stubby Grip. I see a lot of people using Stubby Grip, and that's, I believe, a 15% reduction to automatic fire. Automatic fire is when you hold down the trigger for a long period of time, and it just eventually does the recoil goes down by 15% due to the Stubby Grip, but that is not a great reduction. What I recommend, guys, here, I'm using in the gameplay too, the angled grip. The angled grip is amazing when you're burst firing because the first shot is reduced by, I believe, 30%, which is a massive deduction to recoil of the first shot, which will keep your gun lower and center for a longer period of time. Keep your bullets on the target. You'll drop enemies much quicker. Do not use anything but the angled grip or folding grip. They're pretty much the same thing. So those are the two grips I pretty much recommend to put on your gun. Now, do I recommend every single high fire rate gun, high recoil gun? No, sometimes the guns with less recoil are better. Like the SAR-21, I die by that a lot. I mean, it doesn't have the highest damage, but if you put every single bullet on someone, you're obviously going to kill them. It doesn't do, like, no damage. As you can see, I died here because the guy headshotted me with that before 12 Rex. It's just, I hate that weapon so much. Alright guys, pretty much I'm going to sum up what I just put in this commentary. So, burst fire, use angled grip, and pick guns with medium recoil. Don't go too insane with the recoil. Some LMGs have a lot of kick to them, and it's really hard to use them, so unless you're putting bipod and laying down, don't use like an LMG like the MG4 without any angled grip. I recommend using them in TDM. If you guys want to give some guns a shot, I recommend Chainlink or TDM, some infantry-based game modes if you're going to be trying out the angled grip on certain weapons, or just go to a test range and shoot at the targets to see the recoil patterns of each gun with angled grip if you haven't tried angled grip before. I really, really do recommend it. The first shot in every burst. It's not you hold down the trigger and then you release your whole mag, and then once you reload the first shot in the mag. No, it's every time you pull the trigger, the first bullet of the burst is the one that has a 30% recoil reduction. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for my recoil tactics or how to control recoil. I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but yeah, to pretty much sum it up, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment what you thought on today's video. This was for you, Piano, a special upload for you. Thank you for sticking to the end, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.